Hey everybody, Casey here. Thanks for stopping in at my channel. I am Express Your Artsy Soul on Instagram. If you are on Instagram, you can check me out on there. I just wanted to record a quick video of just a process of me working in my art journal, since I haven't done it for a little while and I had some quiet time this evening. So I just wanted to, play around. As always, I'm starting with collaging as my foundation. And I do have a vision in my mind for what I want to do, which is not usually how I work. I often don't know what I'm going to do, but I do this time. Here I'm covering both pages in clear gesso, and as you will see a little bit later, I wasn't very thorough with my clear gesso. I should have put more on and spread it more evenly. But as I was working here, I discovered my paint water was really disgusting, and it actually smelled, which is really gross. I'm terrible with changing out my paint water, but when it smells, then that's a problem. So I had to change out my paint water a little bit there. Actually, I dumped what was left in my spray bottle into my jar because I didn't want to get up and go get water, which I end up doing later anyway. So I have this idea in my head after purchasing a shirt the other day on clearance at Kohl's that was white, and it had white flowers outlined in black with black lines like underneath the flowers and kind of going through them, almost like music paper without the music notes. If you can picture that at all, I have no idea, but you'll see. You'll see how it ends up. I can't even speak this evening. I'm tired. You will see how it ends up a bit later. As soon as I saw the shirt, I knew I had to do something like that in my art journal. So that was what I was going for when I sat down at my art desk. I chose white gesso for the flowers because I wanted to hide most of the writing in the book pages behind the flowers. I was trying to find a pen that would work to outline the flowers, and this pen that I started using did not cut it. So I would tell you what pen it was, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, it's a Tombow brush pen. I'm pretty sure it's losing its ink, but it didn't work out. So I went to a smaller tip black Posca pen, which you'll see doesn't really work out either. I could have dried my white gesso a little bit longer. That probably would have been a smart idea, but I'm impatient. And I really didn't want to sit at my art desk for very long. I wanted to kind of do 20 minutes. I did end up doing 22 minutes, I think, but I sped it up a little bit to save some time for the video. But my larger tip, I'm not sure what size it actually is. I don't even know if this one was a Posca or if this one was the Deco color. Now that I'm looking at it, I think it was a Deco color acrylic paint marker, the one that I used. I didn't even realize I had that. I think here I am rummaging through my desk. Yes, there it is, to look for my pencil sharpener. I wanted to do the black Stabilo All pencil for the black lines because in my head I thought it would be cool for the black lines to be sprayed with water and then to run down to have like those drips to make it look more grungy, even though that's not the way the shirt was. That's just how I wanted the page to be. And of course, when you're looking for a pencil sharpener, you can never find one. I'm not exactly sure how the lines were on the shirt or how many flowers there were, but I just knew there were flowers with black lines in them, so I just went with it. I had to refill my spray bottle since I used the water from before, and my kids always seem to leave like water bottles around and then they never claim them. So then I have half-drank water bottles everywhere. So I either water my plants or I use it as paint water. I really do like the way it's looking grungy and how those white flowers pop. You'll see here in a minute how I was not very good with covering the paper in clear gesso. That right side, the bottom right, you can see the water is kind of like soaking into the paper, and that's not what I wanted. But oh well. I decided to just like do something a little bit crazy and write with my brightly colored pink posca, chunky tip posca pen. I've been singing a song all day that's just been like in my head, even during the night when I pop awake and I'm singing this song. It's called Heart of God by Zach Williams, and I've been just singing it all day. So I wrote, "There is only love in the heart of God." You would have no idea that I wrote that because I wrote it extremely sloppily, but that's what I wrote. That left flower was kind of giving me trouble there in the middle. It wouldn't really show the white dots in the center very well, so I had to go over it again with black and dry it. I hate drying things because it takes forever, but it's actually way better than waiting for it to dry on its own. And then I tried to do the dots again. It didn't get as good as that middle one, but it is what it is. I was thinking if it was done or if I should do something else. Should I add something else and color? I recently got a pack of the Neo Color 2, the Caran d'Ache. I don't even know how you say that properly. And I decided to pull out one of those and do some scribbles, which I actually regret doing, but what's done is done. You will see I did end up covering up some of it. I did not like the amount of green in the top left, and that bottom right was soaking through the page and just did not look good at all. So it didn't wipe up well. So I decided to try to cover it with gesso, but that kind of went against what I was going for, the look I was going for this spread. I normally use white gesso and acrylic paint in the backgrounds, but I didn't do that this time because I really wanted those white gesso flowers to stand out. So when all else fails, you cover it back up with collage papers. And actually, if you look at it now with those collage papers on top, it doesn't even look like there was a mistake at all. You would think I would have stayed away from that green because I didn't even like it, but no, I didn't. because I already had that green in the bottom left and I didn't want to cover up that section. So I'm like, well, maybe I'll add a little green here and a little green there. But here we go again. I didn't like the top. And because I didn't do well with my clear gesso. Note to self, cover the entire page with clear gesso. I was trying to see if I liked a little collage cluster there, but I didn't, so book page it is. Just cover up that spot with a book page. I went over it a little bit with the pink just to make it like kind of blend like it belonged there. And yeah, I was trying to figure out, how I wanted to finish it off. I did decide there was this little green stamp that was kind of peeking at me on my desk. So I decided I was going to end up using that. You'll see that here in a second. And that's pretty much it. So I do appreciate very much you watching my video, and I hope you weren't super bored with me blabbering on. And thanks so much for watching.